Sup, this is Joe.
And this is Bart, and we're from Just Kidding Films.
Just Kidding Films!
That's right. And today we just wanted to hit you up, with the real up close and personal blog. Usually we play these characters and stuff, but there's a couple issues and topics we just wanted to talk to you about. Maybe you guys feel the same or experience the same things.
Yeah, we've been noticing that there's an issue in the Asian community that really affects us, and it's the relationship between the parents and their kids. Yeah. And it is, I guess it's a pretty big deal because, well, for one thing, we agree that our parents are always trying to control the way that our life is, being ran, and the way that we,
choose our careers and dreams.
And the different types of friends that we have, and the way we dress, our stuff that we listen to. And
in a way, I don't really blame them though, because it is a different generation, generation gap. So I guess we don't really blame them, but it's just so weird that this generation gap causes such a big difference in how they want us to live our own lives,
Yeah. Well, it's just that one thing is that we got to find a way to get them out of our business.
Yeah.
Because we have kind of a life path of our own, and I'm sure they just want what's best for us. But we just want to choose, we just want to make our own life choices.
Yeah, we want to be the master of our own destiny,
Yeah.
And it's cool that our parents think that they know what's best for us. Be oh, don't hang out with this guy.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I don't want you to do that job. I want you to do this one.
Yeah,
but
all the time.
But I think sometimes they just got to realize that maybe the best decisions that are made for us are made by ourselves.
Yeah. But well, last week, I guess it started off by my dad. I told him what I really wanted to do with my life. I sat him down and I was pretty serious about it, and I said, Dad, all I want to do is become a pharmacist. And he was like, what the hell? You want to be a pharmacist? Not my son. Tonight, you die. And I was like, Dad, I just want to be a pharmacist. I mean, that's all I want to do. I just want to count pills, sit there on the corner and count pills and serve people. And that's all I want to do. It's a really respectable job, and people are always going to need pharmacists. And he just didn't understand. He was so pissed off. He was like, fuck you, tonight you die, you the bitch, I can't believe it, you're not my son anymore. Fuck that shit. I mean, he was crying. He was angry.
What did he want you to do, though?
He said, all I wanted to do, ever since you are born, is to be a comedian. If you can't do that, then you are not my son. And I was like, dude, you're being unreasonable.
That's fucked up. You're being real unreasonable,
And when I shared this story with Bart, he had a very similar story.
Yeah, we were just talking about this earlier because, me and Joe have known each other for a long time. And ever since the beginning, I've been wanting to be a lawyer,
Yeah.
I was taking all these philosophy classes and political science classes, preparing for the LSAT and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you had a pretty high grade in your English class too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And and the thing about that is being on top of my class as an Asian American and owning all these white fools in English, it's a pretty big deal, because that's their native language.
Right.
And so when I thought if I bring that A home, my dad was gonna be like, oh shit, you did a good job, but you know what he said to me? He's like, fuck that shit. You got the A? A, that means stands for asshole. Why don't you drop out of school and pursue a better job, you stupid bitch? And I was like, what? Dad, though, I'm not just trying to be just take English. I'm trying to be a lawyer, And he was like, lawyer? Oh, let me think. That's the job for a faggot. Why don't you become a rock star, huh? Get a real stable job. Get a stable job so you can feed your family. And I was like, damn, I was like, fuck, that's just the same shit that Joe told me.
I know. My dad said the same thing. He's like, oh, that shit about the pharmacist? That's just the hobby, okay? You're never gonna do it. You're never gonna do it like it's the real job. Make sure you be a comedian, and make sure you think about your future. Don't only think about yourself. And I was like, fuck.
Damn, dude.
It made me feel like shit, dude, because it's like he didn't even want to think about my dream or anything like that. He didn't even want to take it into consideration. He was just fixed and focused on me being a comedian, and that's it.
Yeah.
And he said nothing else. He's pretty embarrassed about me because when he's out there talking to his friends, he's like, oh, my other son, my little brother, he's like, my other son, he played a guitar, he's in a band, he's a rock star. Oh,
shit.
but Joe, he wants to be the pharmacist.
That's fucked up.
And all of his friends talk shit about him because of that.
Yeah, you know, like when I was talking to my dad, I was like, you know what? I thought he was being unreasonable, but I was like, shit, you know what? He's older than me, so I should respect my elders. So I was like, maybe I should take a step back, you know? Maybe I'm being unreasonable. So I'm like, all right, you know, it's cool. You don't want me to be a lawyer. I understand that. I was like, how about if I want to be a doctor then, you know, like help and take care of people? He was like, fuck that shit. That's even worse, you stupid bitch.
Damn.
Huh? And I was like, damn, you know? I'm like, fuck, like, all right.
Try to meet him halfway.
Meet him halfway. I was like, you know, I don't know if I could be a rock star. I'm not sure if I'm down with putting eyeliner on or whatever, getting black fingernails. But I still kind of want a stable job, you know, in my eyes. And he was like, okay, now you're talking. You want to meet halfway? That's cool. Let's meet a rap star.
Oh,
like,
shit.
What the fuck?
He's not even trying to, it's the same thing, you know?
Yeah, like, because, you know, like, and I think this came out because, like, me and, like, since there's a generation gap, I listen to different music than my dad, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I try to listen to Beethoven and I bump Mozart in my car.
Yeah. And he's trying to get me to listen to Lil Wayne and shit. He's like, why don't you lick it like a lollipop, huh?
Yeah,
like,
you know?
Yeah. A milli. And then I'm like, fuck, Pops. You know, I just want to listen to some of my stuff. Why can't I just bump, you know, some Mozart? He won't let me.
I know, that's what my dad's like, fuck that shit. You want, so you want to be like Mozart or Beethoven, be the bitch and play the violin, play the piano?
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, when I was little, I signed myself up for piano lessons.
Yeah.
But my dad was like, you're a fucking disgrace to the Asian community.
Wow.
Why don't you go and play with the Reason or play on a drum machine, be like 50 Cent or Timbaland?
Why is it that all Asian parents buy a DJ set or a guitar for their kids and tell them to play that?
I don't know, dude.
Make them take hours and hours of lessons and put them into DJ competitions or rap competitions. I don't get it, man. Why can't they just ask us to play like some violin or piano and enroll us in those kind of things?
I don't know.
Like, what's the difference, you know? It's both music, right? But they really want us to be rap stars or rock stars.
And, like, my older sister, like, you know, in the beginning, she was daddy's little girl because she would be practicing on her DJ set maybe like 4 hours a day just scratching away, you know?
Like,
yeah, you know, like just scratching away. And she was like, oh, that's my daddy little girl.
Yeah.
But why can't you be more like her, huh? I love her. You know what? I fucking hate you, bitch. You kick after your mother. And I'm like, damn, you know, just because I don't want to fucking scratch away and be like fucking Lil Wayne, you know?
Damn.
Like, shit, if I were to play an instrument, it might be like the trumpet or like, you know, trombone be like Louis Armstrong or something, you know? But fuck, you know?
I play a little clarinet, you know? Like, I do a little bit of music, but it's just not good enough for him. It's never good enough. It always seems like whatever I do, it never pleases them.
Never.
And they always just complain. Like, you know...
Even down to the clothes, you know?
Exactly.
Like, I try to wear some fashionable stuff sometimes. Sometimes I'll shop at like Abercrombie or like Hollister or whatever, you know? But I buy all these new clothes and I'm like, hey, Dad, check out these polo shirts that I bought, you know? And I'll be hanging it in my wardrobe. And next day...
I fold it really nice, you know?
And next day, all I see are just a shitload of blank white and blank black t-shirts.
Oh my God.
And all Dickie pants and Cortezes and Chucks.
Damn.
Like, he'll throw away all my, like,
hell?
Dunks and Air Force Ones and stuff, you know? I'm like, fuck, you know?
Yeah, I know.
He'd be like, why the fuck you dress like that shit? Why don't you dress like the cool, huh?
Oh my God.
I want you to go to school and fit in. I don't want you to dress like the faggot. I want you to make something of yourself and dress like the Dubsy or dress like the Ice Cube. What's Side Connection? What's Liam, man? You know?
Damn, man, that's fucked up, dude. I can't believe it. I mean, like, I used to have split hair, you know? I used to split it on the side.
I remember.
Really nice, like every morning, like I used to have it like this.
That's pretty respectable.
But when I was sleeping, my dad fucking shaved my head.
Damn.
Yeah, he shaved my head, he put diamonds in my teeth. I felt like I had dentures or something in my mouth. And I woke up with like a gold rope, gold chains, gold rings. I woke up like an idiot. And he's like, surprise, you know? I didn't think that was cool. Dude.
That's fucked
I didn't
up.
think it was cool at all.
Yeah, because, you know, like, for the longest time, I just thought, you know, I just want to be a real wholesome kid.
Yeah.
You know, be like, I guess, like a Ryan Seacrest type. You
Yeah.
know, just
That's
real,
what I really wanted
real
to
wholesome
do.
type
Ryan,
guy, you
yeah.
know. Be like Screech, you know.
Screech.
But that fool, he was like, why the fuck don't you be cool, huh?
Yeah.
Get tattooed from head to your toe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
His dad forced him to do that.
I know, I wanted to just have like, you know, normal skin, you know, just be like a normal ass, you know, person,
Yeah.
citizen. I don't want to look like no criminal, but he's like, fuck that. You want to still live under this roof?
Yeah.
You get at least one tattoo, or else you're not my son, you fucking bitch.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, you know, like, fuck. Fine, you know. Because it was either that, or
Yeah.
I would have to get like all these earrings, and he said, like, either that I could get all these earrings, or fucking grow my bangs out to where, like, it's like right here, and then so when I
Oh,
slick it back,
shit.
I'll touch the back of my neck, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck. I mean, I don't want to have like long ass hair all the time, so I was like, fuck, I might as well get the tattoo and please him, you know?
That's pretty messed up, dude. You know, one thing that really got on my nerves though was about school. Like, they just wouldn't stop. They just wouldn't stop about school. They just kept bugging me, like saying, why don't you drop out already? What are you doing there? Okay? Do you know 50 Cent? He is owner of the vitamin water. Vitamin water. Can you own the vitamin water by going to the school? I don't think so. And I was like, Dad, I just really like it. You know, I'm studying. I have a lot of friends there. And he's like, oh, your bad influence friend from the math team, huh? What are you gonna do today? Do more homework, huh? You want to study all day? You want to study your life away? And I'm like, damn, Pops, you just don't understand. I don't know how to explain it to you. I really like it. When I'm sitting there and I'm messing with my equation and I'm ready to do the last equal sign and I have the answer, you don't know how great that feels. It really feels great.
It does, you know?
But he's not having any of it. And he's like, why don't you drop the hell out or at least meet me halfway? Get the C grade. Why do you have the A all the time? You want to show off or what, bitch?
Same shit, dude.
Yeah.
My dad just told me the same shit.
I mean, are all Asian parents like this? Do they all want all their kids to do half-assed and just drop out all the time?
I don't know, cause
I
like
don't get it, dude. It's fucked up.
it is fucked up. You know, like the other day, sometimes me and my dad would come on good terms finally, you know. And the other day he came up to me, he's like, hey, Bart, happy birthday, you know?
Yeah.
I know sometimes we always fighting and shit. But, you know, it's your birthday today, I want to make the peace. So I, you know, went out of my way, buy you the birthday present. I'm like, oh shit, that's tight. Because for my birthday, I've been wanting to have this organizer so I could like organize like all my homework and stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that's cool.
It's like by Casio or some shit.
Yeah.
It has like a pretty tight calculator and shit on
Yeah.
there. And so I got this box, you know, it's about the right size. And I was like, oh shit, I think my dad like finally got something that's gonna benefit me.
Yeah.
I opened the box, there's a fucking bulletproof vest in there.
Oh,
he goes, I
man.
want you to wear this. Tell your friend how proud I am of you because now you look like a 50 Cent. And that's so cool. And when you wear it, I want you to wear only wife beater and then put it on. Or if you put a sweater, put it over on the sweater. And I'm like, damn, that's...
Man, they just really want us to... They just really want us to be the way that they want us to be.
Yeah, you know?
But, you know, it's probably good intentions though. So I
Yeah.
guess if this happens to any of you guys out there, I think you guys should just brush it off because once you get older and your parents start realizing you're an adult, they'll just say, I guess that it's your choice.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when it comes down to it, you have to be the master of your own destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, like, one day your parents are going to pass away. I mean, that's just reality.
Yeah.
So I guess you have to live life for yourself and make your own decisions. And even though as much as your parents might want to make the best decisions for you,
Yeah.
I guess
They might really want one of you guys to be a rock star, some kind of musician, you know. They might really want you guys to be a gangster,
like NFL football player or something.
an ultimate fighter, a singer, an actor, a director. They might want you to do something involved with the arts. But you gotta just tell yourself, you know, that you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And just do you.
So all you know, kids out there that want to be doctors or lawyers or pharmacists or accountants, you know,
Mm-hmm.
don't lose sight of your dreams, you know.
Yeah.
Just stick with it, and hopefully one day your parents just understand.
Yeah. Alright. Peace.
Thanks for kicking it with us.
That's the way to do. Did you know that I like to do the dance? Did you know that I like to do the dancing? Did you know that I like to do dancing every